Okay, go ahead.
So my guess is you have a YouTube account linked to Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Doing it that way, um, Zoom creates a new video. So
Oh,
what I always do is go ahead, go to create, go live, and then schedule a stream. So we'll just call this test. What's today? Test 13 on the 15th. So now um, you've got a stream key and a stream URL that's specific to this scheduled live stream on YouTube. And then in Zoom, I assume this is for a webinar. Under the more category or the more tab down here at the bottom with all these, um, configure custom. And so I would paste the that stream key into the stream key box and the stream URL, which is that rtmp:// youtube.com into the stream URL. And then this is where you would, whatever page you're going to embed that on, you can put that there. So when you do go live in Zoom, it'll push it directly to this pre-scheduled YouTube. And I don't love the way the YouTube thing is laid out, but if you go back to the studio and go to content, go to live, you'll have upcoming live streams. And from here, you can get a shareable link. So now that's the link that you would share with people. And if they go there, they see a countdown until the date and time that that stream was scheduled, and you can set a custom thumbnail for it. But that's how I get links ahead of time for anything that we're pushing to YouTube. So because we work with so many different people, trying to link multiple accounts to one of our Zoom accounts is just not really feasible. So doing scheduling it both gives you the option to have the stream key for a specific stream, so you can share a link that Zoom will end up pushing to. So that's what I know for YouTube. For Facebook,
well, no. So this would be a scheduled
okay,
live video event. So I had a question from one of our churches that said, oh, she said, using Facebook Business Suite now, where can I find the URL for scheduled video posts?
and Facebook changes so much so often. It is what she's looking for. It used to be under like publishing tools.
I think so. Yeah, and there was, like, I remember if you scheduled something, it was like a little down arrow on the top right that you could click on in your scheduled post, and you could get the shareable link. But I'm not sure. I haven't had the time to even test it, so I thought, well, you guys do this all the time. Maybe I'll.
Right. So I don't know if this is what she's looking for. Like stuff that's already run.
No, she's looking for a URL to send to people. So for Sunday worship, they'll preload their worship service into Facebook and schedule it to premiere or whatever it's called on Facebook.
Okay.
And so she wants to get that URL to send to people so they go to exactly that video.
Gotcha. I've never done a Facebook premiere, since pretty much all we do is live stuff.
Well, how do you do it then when you do schedule, like for our annual conference, you guys had streamed it to YouTube and Facebook at the same time, and you were able to provide, like, you were able to put in a thumbnail in the Facebook page, and I think that you even provided a link to where I could find that.
I don't think we did the link. So with the Facebook Live, basically did the exact same thing as YouTube.
Hmm.
Um, but let's see. Yes. So there, even this is different from what I'm used to seeing. So I'm not sure I'm going to the right place. Yeah. Okay. So here's what, how I did it on Facebook is when you go live, I always select use a persistent stream key. And then it's that same deal with copying the stream key and the server URL. Um, so if you're doing both, Zoom doesn't support multiple
Yeah.
streaming destinations, so you can use some sort of multicast or restreaming service. There's like restream.io, caster.io. There's a handful of others now. And so the way that would work then is you would set up, let's say, for instance, you're doing Facebook and YouTube. You would grab your streaming URLs and your stream keys for whatever destinations you're using. So Facebook and YouTube, put those into your restreaming service, and then get the stream key from your restreaming service and put that into Zoom.
Okay.
So it's going Zoom, pushing to the restreaming service, which is then pushing to your other destinations. The YouTube one is the way we do it. We actually have Facebook and YouTube each open in a tab, and when you start pushing to them, you'll see that they're getting video, and then we'll manually go live on both of those services. They offer a lot of automated stuff, but we have found it's easier and more reliable to do a lot of it manually than trust the automation. So avoiding that sort of thing, just we do it all manually, which some people aren't interested in, but that's what's worked the best for us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
Super
Did
appreciate
that,
your time.
was that